Dear Lord, I know there's a lot of confusion going on in the Democrat Party. I know there's a spirit of division looking to divide Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
Trump is now claiming that he closed the Mexican border with one phone call. Mexico is not closing that border any more than it paid for the wall. I'm going to try to say this as slowly as possible. He lied to you. Mexico is laughing at him, as is the rest of the world.
You need to make $360,000 before Donald Trump's tax policies will actually benefit you.
Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So in today's video,
one of the main questions and concerns I get from Democrats is the fact that Trump wants to implement tariffs. And I just want to explain tariffs. So Trump wants to eliminate income tax and replace that with tariffs. So what is a tariff? That is a great question. Let me explain it. It is a tax on anything that comes in the United States. He wants to raise that price so people don't have to pay income tax. Now you might be asking, won't that raise inflation? Short term, yes it will. But the reason for it is to eliminate income tax and create incentives for companies and manufacturers to create more jobs in the United States. Also keep in mind, Trump did say he wants to cut the power of electricity in half. And he did say he believes he can achieve it within the first 12 to 18 months of being president. He also said he wants to lower corporate income tax, which is at 21%, down to 15%. And Harris, on the other hand, has said that she wants to raise it to 28%. So in other words, tariffs will hurt short term, but there's a better long-term gain. And it opens more opportunities for workplaces in the United States.
It's really funny how people make excuses for something that is so glaring to the public. Everyone can see it. Everyone can read. Everyone understand what a tariff is. Everybody know what it is and how much it's going to affect the economy and affect people. And no, it's not for a short term. It's a long-term thing. It is not something that just happened. Oh, you think people will just get jobs anyhow? Are there not going to be companies coming in to build organizations? Will it happen in a day?
You need to make $360,000 before Donald Trump's tax policies will actually benefit you. And I got the data to prove it. If you make between $360,000 and $914,000 in 2026, that means that you're going to save $7,000 a year on average. If you're essentially a millionaire, you'll save $36,000 on average. But if you're not lucky enough to be in the top 4% of earners, this is you. These yellow bars are tax increases. This is all the working class families that voted for Donald Trump to save them money. You can look at the numbers yourself. It's from the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy, and it breaks everything down. And the chart is technically wrong because it's saying a 20% tariff when Mexico and Canada are going to be facing 25% tariffs now. So the bad news is these already bad numbers are going to get worse. And here's the cherry on top. The government will lose almost $500 billion in revenue from this plan. So our already terrible budget is going to get worse. This should be like an I told you so moment for me since I spent so much of the election just preaching this exact message, but I don't feel great about it because in the end, it's just regular people getting screwed over by a guy who lied to them. Hopefully enough people learn the lesson from this that a guy who has lied tens of thousands of times since he came onto the political scene is not someone you should trust.
Dear Lord, I know there's a lot of confusion going on in the Democrat Party. I know there's a spirit of division looking to divide Elon Musk and Donald Trump, where people on the left are saying President Musk, trying to go after President Trump. Dear Lord, I pray President Trump and Elon Musk would come together. They would not allow the spirit of division, the spirit of hatred to divide them.
Yes, Lord, please tell those meanie Democrats to pipe down with their spirit of divisive division out here dividing us, God, because all we want is to see Daddy Trump and Daddy Elon come together. Okay, we just want to watch them come together, Lord, and save this country. But frankly, we've had a couple hiccups along the road. Jesus, there is a civil war going on over at Twitter right now. Okay, we all thought that Elon was pro-free speech. Turns out all that means is you're allowed to be as racist as you want on Twitter up until the point where you disagree with Elon, and then he'll strip your verification and demonetize you from the platform. So I gotta say, Jesus, not a good look for all the fucking dorks who have been sitting in their car telling everyone that Elon Musk just wants to save our country and give us free speech. Okay, Jesus. Please help us during these trying times, okay, Lord, during this civil war, okay, God. And just one more thing, Jesus, if you could let me know what FAFO means, that'd be great, okay? In Daddy's name, in Jesus' name we pray.
Trump is now claiming that he closed the Mexican border with one phone call. Mexico is not closing that border any more than it paid for the wall. I'm going to try to say this as slowly as possible. He lied to you. Mexico is laughing at him, as is the rest of the world.
Another Christmas, another unhinged Donald Trump Christmas Day post. Merry Christmas to all, including the wonderful soldiers of China who are lovingly but illegally operating the Panama Canal, where we lost 38,000 people in its building 110 years ago. Quick side note, that's not true. Only about 5,000 Americans died over a 5-year period building the Panama Canal, and it was mostly due to yellow fever and malaria. Anyway, let's keep reading. Always making certain that the United States puts in billions of dollars in repair money. Side note for anyone taking their grammar lessons from Trump, billions should not be capitalized. Second side note, Panama pays for all the repairs of the Panama Canal. That's why they own it. The last repair job was done in 2016. It cost $5 billion. Panama paid for the entire thing. Moving on again. Also to Governor Justin Trudeau of Canada, whose citizens' taxes are far too high, but if Canada was to become our 51st state, their taxes would be cut by more than 60%. Wrong again, the average Canadian pays 4% more than we do in taxes, not 60. Their businesses would immediately double in size. What the fuck are you talking about? No, they would not. And they would be militarily protected like no other country anywhere in the world. That may be the only true thing he wrote in here. Likewise, Merry Christmas to the people of Greenland, which is needed by the United States for national security purposes and who want the US to be there, and we will. This is also wrong given that Denmark, the current country that owns Greenland, has said, pretty much, go fuck yourself, it's ours, we have zero interest in selling it to you. This guy's truths read like your drunk uncle at the end of Christmas dinner just like wobbling around and going, "Whoa." Almost all of it is just factually incorrect. So, Merry Christmas to Americans. We get to enjoy like 25 more days where this guy's not our president. It's a small gift, but it's something.
So this guy is the leader of Greenland, and he was not impressed by Donald Trump basically saying that the United States should take over Greenland. I don't know, something weird's happening with Donald Trump this week. He's saying that Canada should be part of the United States, and then the United States should take over control of Panama and the Panama Canal, and now he's saying that they should buy Greenland. So basically, Greenland is like the world's largest island, and it's like a protectorate of Denmark. And Denmark has gone out and said, no, it's not for sale. And now the leader of Greenland is like, no, we are never for sale. No, thank you. And so people, I think, are starting to get a little bit worried, because I think that when Donald Trump was first elected, he had this idea of purchasing Greenland before, like, taking over Greenland, because there's, like, a huge military base for the United States in Greenland. So I think this is kind of, like, freaking people out, because they're like, you know, maybe he wants sovereignty in the Arctic, and that's why he wants to take over Greenland. This is terrifying. There's, like, thousands of people that live in Greenland, so... yeah, really interesting, but it sounds really unhinged. Have you heard of this? That he wants to take over Greenland? Greenland! Like, they're a whole different country. A whole different people and everything. This has started to sound really, like, not a joke. What do you think?
So Eric Trump just suggested that his father actually will try to purchase Greenland, Canada, and the Panama Canal. Here is what he just posted on his social media account, and as you can see, it is Donald Trump looking at a phone screen with what is apparently an Amazon Prime checkout page with Canada, Greenland, and the Panama Canal ready to be shipped through Amazon Prime. Now, obviously, this is a meme, but I don't think this is a joke. Donald Trump has explicitly said that he wants to purchase Greenland, annex Canada, and take back the canal from Panama. So the fact that the president-elect's son is posting this, it's not really a joke. By the way, we still haven't heard from Donald Trump on how he plans to lower milk prices, egg prices, or grocery prices like he promised he would when he was campaigning. But we have seen a lot of threats from him to take over lands and territories that do not belong to him. This is what he's prioritizing on Christmas Eve. Quite the candidate that you people elected, America.
To think that some of these things he's doing currently was never part of his campaign policies or promises that he made to the MAGAs. He never told them all of this, and they're just finding out just few days to him being inaugurated. I'm very sure that they are so mad at themselves for ever, not listening to people on the left telling them that this guy was not the deal. Okay, he's not who he said he is. He had other plans. They never believed it. They never listened. They were just trying to vote for whatever reasons that they had. Okay, and it's quite unfortunate that this is happening to them, and they voted him in, and the fact that every other person is going to go through whatever thing they are going to go through, because it's not just them that the policies that he's making are for. It's not just them that whatever thing that will come upon these smaggers will come for. Every other person living in the US is also going to face such. Okay, and it's so painful, but this is exactly what they voted for, and it's going to be happening. This is really painful. I wish that these things would just happen to only MAGAs. They buy their groceries very expensive and just leave people on the left alone, but I don't see this happening. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Do you think that he can purchase Greenland? Okay, do you think that's possible? And yeah, just share your thoughts with us in the comment. Please do subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up. Bye, guys.